your feet feel a stronger gravitational pull than your head does. You don't really notice it in your everyday life, just because Earth isn't all that big. We're kind of far from the center. You don't notice it. It's not a part of your everyday life. But things are different with a black hole because you've taken all that mass. You've taken an entire sun's worth of mass and squished it into a tiny little ball. That when you get close to that black hole, say you're falling feet first into the black hole, your feet are closer to that black hole than your head is. And so they're going to get pulled, right? You're going to get stretched out a little. Your feet get an extra little tug that your head does, that your head doesn't. And so your head, it's a little bit farther away. It's going to tend to float away. And so there's a overall kind of stretching to this. And there's more. As you get closer and closer to the black hole, this is going to get worse and worse and worse. There's going to be a stronger tug at your feet that isn't at your head. There's a difference in the gravitational forces between your feet and your head. And there's an extra effect. All gravity points towards the center. So I'm standing here on Earth. You're sitting here on Earth. The gravity to us just feels like it's straight down, but it's really down in a little bit in, pointing from us to the very center of the Earth. But since the center of the Earth is so far away, it doesn't really matter for us. It looks like just completely straight down for us. But a black hole, again, this is super strong gravity. You're not very far away from the black hole. And so the gravity at your sides, at your abdomen, your midsection, doesn't just point straight down. It points straight down and a little bit in. And so you put all this together, your feet are being pulled, your head is kind of stuck, tends to stay where it is, and you're getting a squeezing in the sides, and this gets worse and worse and worse. As you approach this black hole, you actually get stretched out. And whoever figured this out, this process, was feeling very creative that day, because they looked at it and said, oh, you look like you're getting stretched out like spaghetti. And so that's the official, scientific, totally legit name for this process of what would happen to you if you fell into a black hole. They call it spaghettification. So I don't know, it must have been like an Italian who first discovered this. They wrote down the equations, they figured out in their head what was going on. They're like, come la pasta, or something like that, and they named it spaghettification.